Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for December the 5th through to the 11th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. Page of Swords. Oh. Well, I'm not going to warn you yet, okay? This is definitely honoring your inner child, going after a passion, a dream, a desire, a want. It might have been something that you've closed the chapter on a long time ago, but you want to bring it out now. You're tired of that not being a part of your life. You've always wanted to see what you could do with it if you put behind the determination or the perseverance. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What are you cultivating? Where are you putting your energy? The Devil. So transformation, transformation. This is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. This is really where you let your inner child out in some way, or, so this is a special talent and ability, the way you love. It's something unique about you, and you bring it out this week. Absolutely. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles crossing over the Seven of Pentacles, which is pure magic. Because what are you cultivating with the Ten of Pentacles? If you really, this is a beautiful week for affirmations, but also to put the work behind it. To point yourself in the direction that you want to go. What you want to master, what you want to manifest, what you want to create in your life. We're going to have a full moon, not this week, but next week, right? So this is a perfect time to set some goals of things that you want to accomplish to that point. Because the full moon is all about completion. Sometimes it's closure, yes, sometimes it's endings. And it could be the ending of a path so that you can elevate it to the next step, the next level of your plan, your hope, your dream, your desire, your relationship, whatever it may be. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is your yes card. This is saying if you give the right things focus and attention, you'll have a good return for your efforts. And remember, we have the Sun, I think, conjuncting Saturn this week. So that is, if you're putting your energy in the right place, you will get rewarded for it. If you have been doing the work, you will get the reward. So there's a lot of energy leaning in that. Now, it all depends on what you've done with your energy. If you've been sitting on the couch just staring at the TV for the last week, 6 months, year, life, you're not going to see the results. And then you need to really start to plan now to see the results the next time this energy comes in. But if you've done any kind of work, any kind of forward movement, and yes, thought, strong thought, putting a plan in place is movement in the right direction. But you want to put the action in now, I think. Okay, Page of Swords is the action. She's the knee-jerk energy. She just, she kind of jumps off the cliff. Remember when you were young and you decided to go and do something and everybody told you not to do it, especially maybe your parents, and you thought there's nothing wrong with it? So I'm going to do it, and I can't see any way that I'm not going to enjoy myself and have a good time, and everything's going to work out for the best, and then you fall on your face, and everybody can shake their finger at you then, and they said, I told you so, and you learned to think things through, but this is a very naive, young energy. Now, with the cards that are here, right next to it, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, which is moving you towards your goals, your dreams, where you have your focus. This may be changing lanes. This may be saying, you know what, I'm going to give this my focus. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see what I can manifest. And please don't say I'm going to see if it works, because that's really the wrong energy. You want to come in. You want to say, this is going to work. I'm going to put my determination behind it. I'm going to put my energy behind it. I am going forward. We have the Devil here on the other side, and this is honoring your inner child, the creative you, the unique you, your talents, your abilities, who you are, and letting those things shine, and taking off that mask that you've been wearing, hiding those things about yourself, or at least, not bringing it in the forefront. Something may be a hobby that you've always liked to do, and you've thought off and on, no, just something I like to do. Nobody else would appreciate it. Start saying, people are going to appreciate that. I'm going to put it out there, maybe. If that's your dream, if that's your desire, if that's something you want to manifest. That's only one of the ways of many that this energy can actually come about. So it's your heart center, it's your passions, your inner child. Now we have the Six of Pentacles as our underwriting energy, and so that really goes with what I was saying about the energy and putting your focus on certain things and doing the work. And that's the Sun Saturn conjunction there, where the Sun will be moving over Saturn in Sagittarius. If you've done the work, you're going to be able to move forward. Rewards may be given to you. It's what you've given. And if you haven't given, it's your time to give to your dream, to maybe it's service for others. Maybe it's giving more in a relationship so that it comes back to you. Maybe it's giving more into a career opportunity or giving more at the job, and so you get that raise down the road. You get recognized for your accomplishments. You get recognized for the unique individual you are. So this is very much, the scales balancing out here for you, where you've given energy, where you have been focusing. And I don't think that energy, is really going to be very prominent. Like, it's going to be prominent this week, but it's when the full moon happens, when you really see the closures and the endings in order to step into new beginnings, elevated paths. Four of Swords is your overriding energy. So we don't want to be burning the candle at both ends. A little bit of the Page of Swords is, we always want to go out. When you were or are a kid, you can go all night and then a couple hours sleep, back at it the next day. But as you get older, you have responsibilities and you need to be sharp and you need to be putting your best foot forward and on your game. And so a couple hours sleep really isn't going to get you to where you need to go. It's going to allow you to get through the day, but it's not going to allow you to get you to where you need to go. So it's very important right now to take care of your health, your well-being, making sure that you're not burning the candle at both ends, making sure you are taking time for restorative energy to happen in your life through meditation, through prayer, through a silent time. We have Justice and the Magician. Wow. This is a strong week for you. I mean, I put out a new moon affirmation video to a morning video to kind of put you in the right frame of mind, and it has a lot of beautiful affirmations in there to get you going, to empower you for the day. This is empowering you for life. So it's a big week for you, especially since we have the Devil here, the Phoenix rising out of the ashes, the old parts of you slipping away so that you can really step into the new beginnings. This is where you are going to demand in your life in some way, some form, that there needs to be balance, there needs to be harmony, and it has to have a love center attached to it. And the Magician is here to bring it in. He's got one arm outstretched to the universe, one arm down, grounding the energy, bringing it into existence, making it tangible. So what are you affirming? What are you wanting to bring in? What do you want to manifest? What relationship do you want to grow deeper, stronger? What partnership? What alliance? How are you growing yourself? How are you growing your career? And will there be balance in your life because of the career? Or is it going to overtake? And how do we bring that balance back into the other areas of our life? I think it's a very strong week for you. We have the Three of Cups for work, finances. So get creative, have fun in what you do. Go to work, go to your job, go to your career, go to hand out those resumes with a fun attitude, that you are going to enjoy the experience, that you are going to give it your all and you're going to have fun doing it. Do it this week. See how it changes things in your life. Maybe it'll change your perception. Maybe it'll start to move you forward. Maybe it will open up doors because you smiled at that one person that you didn't know in the hallway, and they end up owning the entire company, and they really liked your attitude. You know, weird things can happen when it's the Three of Cups in love, or in, I wish it was in love, it's in work and career. Maybe you're glad that it's in work and career. This is where magic can come in. This is where good news can come to you. This is where you find, you know, your niche, where you feel like you're comfortable. You know, if you love what you do, you never really work a day in your life. It's that kind of energy. So create it and step into it then, once you've created it in your mind. But this is good news. This is celebration. This could be the office parties too. So be careful about that, because we have to remember we have the Four of Swords over here. Can't work all day, play all night, and expect to work all day towards our goals and our dreams. So be careful of this energy as well. I guess there is a negative included to that card. For love, relationships, Eight of Pentacles. You know, you really see who you are within the relationship, and you know you are an asset within the relationship. You know you bring a strength into the relationship. That's what this card is all about. Knowing that you deserve the best of the best when it comes to relationships, how you are treated, how you are supported, how you are loved. And I think you're kind of even raising the bar on that this week. So maybe you're doing a lot of self-love work or something, but there's a confidence in you that you know what you bring to the relationship. And I think you bring that out this week, and you show your partner, or you show the world, and a partner comes into existence, that you're somebody that is worth having in their life. That you give of yourself, and you're a strength. And so there's a confidence here, I think, when it comes to relationships, close relationships, friendships, family. And I also think that if a relationship is on the rocks, this is the time that you will really dig in and say, you know what, we're going to make this work. Because when we're good, we're great. We're just not so great right now. And we had a bell go off. So pay attention to that energy. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.